I can't make this crap up. This is really happening to me right now. So, you guys already know about the mouse when Rhonda was here, I don't know, a few months back. I have no concept of time, but I think it's about a few months back. And it ended up dying. I'm convinced it's because I put out poison for all these mice that I have, because they're literally taking over. They're shitting in my underwear drawer. And it's just, listen, I've tried everything. Okay, I can't do the sticky traps because I can't stand to hear them squeal and shit after they get stuck on them, so I won't do those. But I've done the ones that kill them instantly. I don't even like doing that, but I've done those. And I've put out poison. I don't like doing that, but I've done that. I quit doing the traps that kill them instantly because I heard the whole squeal when it happened. It freaked me out. I'm too empathic. Like, I'm just too connected to stuff, okay? That could be a real good thing, and it could also be a curse at times. So, to make a long story short, the last little mouse, it died because of I'm convinced it's because of the poison. I'm hearing, yes, it is. I'm still, right now, hearing a mouse, as we speak, in my cold air return ducts, gnawing on and moving around a bone, I'm assuming, of my dog's. I know it's something big like that, or something comparable to it of his, a treat of some sort, because I could hear one of them trying to take it into its little hole over here in the corner, and you could hear it getting stuck and getting stuck and getting stuck. Well, he must have nibbled enough off of it to get it down in there, and now that's all I'm hearing is him running around in the duct with it and this and that. Anyhow, at first, I wasn't really for sure what it was, and I just kept turning off the sound on the TV, and I was scrolling on TikTok or whatever it was, YouTube, and I got off of that, and I went downstairs with the baseball bat because it was getting so loud. I was like, is there like a squirrel in here or something? First, I meditated for a second, and I got the answer that there's an animal. It's an animal. And because I already knew that there was mice in here, I thought, well, it has to be something else, because why didn't you just tell me it's a mouse? Anyhow, I go downstairs, and as soon as I get to like midway hall, I see a baby mouse there, about the same size as the last one. And it was sitting upright. It didn't look like it was hurt or anything, but it was breathing real hard, and its little heart was just a racing. And it acted like it wanted to run away, but it didn't. I didn't know that if it was hurt or whatever, but I assumed that it was, because in between my first floor and my basement floor, there's like a little bit of a gap, maybe about, I don't know, half a foot or a foot. And in one particular spot down in my basement, there is a hole where they have cut out of the ceiling for the water to be shut off. So the last one fell through that and onto the floor, and I'm pretty sure it got hurt. Plus, I'm pretty sure it already had been poisoned. Anyhow, to make a long story short, this one, I'm not sure if it fell. I'm not sure if it just got poisoned. I'm not really for sure what happened to it. But I went down there, and it looked fine when I went down there and seen it. And when I was going down to look for this damn loud noise that I then figured out what it was. Anyhow, I go down there, and this one's laying on the floor, and this was just God's way of showing me, like, that's a life, and poisoning it isn't the best thing to do. So I've been getting messages of like the ultrasonic or whatever it is, sonic something sounds. And I had been told about them from a couple of people on Facebook a long time ago. I just never got them for whatever reason. I don't know. I think that I thought that they'd hurt my dog, and I probably still will make sure that they won't before I do it. But it supposedly chases them off. But Anyhow, after that, I'm trying to heal this mouse because I feel bad about it. I don't want him here. I don't want to have to kill him. But I can't just get him to go away. Okay? I've done everything. I've prayed. I've put stuff out. I've done it all. Okay? Except for live traps, which may be my next option. And then just relocating these mice somewhere. Man, I don't know. Help. If you have a suggestion, help. Anyhow, I feel like I've said anyhow 100 million times. But it's just crazy how God works in so many different ways to show me things that I need to see. Okay, so I'm going down the whole rabbit hole of why I'm telling you about these mice. So after I try to heal it, it doesn't heal it. You know, it's kind of like a chuckle because not for me, meaning for my spirit guides that were telling me to try to heal it anyway, because it's already going to die. It was getting ready to die. I'm still trying to heal it. I have my hands pushing energy out and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And here all of a sudden I hear this damn mouse, another one, in my cold air return above me, just running around with a fucking treat or a bone or whatever the heck it was carrying around in there. So I'm hitting with the baseball bat that I took downstairs, thinking that there might be a squirrel down there, that I don't know what I'm going to do to the squirrel, but I took a baseball bat anyway. So I go over there with the baseball bat and I'm hitting the air return, and it would stop when I would do that. And I was like, so I'm right. That's exactly what it is. And in my head, though, I kept thinking it was something bigger because it's loud. Okay. It's not just what you think a mouse would sound like. But then, of course, I don't know what a mouse dragging a bone, because this is the image that I kept getting in my head, was a mouse dragging a bone. And I'm not talking about like a real big bone. He's got these little bones that are about this big, and they are wrapped in like jerky chicken type of deal. And that's what they got down in that little hole over there. Anyhow, I don't know what that would sound like in metal air returns. It's just crazy, but that's the image that I have in my head of what is going on. So I'm assuming that's the image that Spirit's given me of what's going on. But why didn't I just get that knowledge to begin with? Okay. So I'm like, seriously? You had to make me go through all of that stuff just so I could get to the point of knowing that that mouse is in there, or, what is the moral of the story? So I come upstairs, I'm like, what just happened? Because A led to B led to C, and so on and so forth, right? And I've been thinking about, should I or shouldn't I get a rescue dog or a cat? And I said, is this what you guys are trying to tell me with all these mice, that I just need to get a cat? Because mice typically will flee in a different direction if there's a cat. And so I wasn't really getting much of an answer. And I did some muscle testing, and my body moved forward, which is a yes. And I said, okay, I'm not trusting that. And I'm trying to fight it. Okay. And I said, show me yes or no on my head. And I got a yes on my head. I was like, crap, man, I really don't want to get a cat. But I've been told that my dog is getting very lonely because of my grandkids that have came around. I just had a third grandkid, and I already know that it's going to be that much more jealousy when it comes. You can hear him sighing right now. He hears me talking about him. That's my baby. But here lately, because of grandkids and all of that good stuff, he's been feeling left out. And he's been telling me he's feeling left out. So I really don't want to get a cat, but I do not want to have to worry about another dog either. So I don't know. Maybe I can just get a little contraption. I've been thinking of this too, where I can just start collecting all these damn mice that are in my house. And he has little pet mice that he's looking at through some sort of mouse house. I don't know. I'm just being silly, but I really have had that thought. Anyhow, any suggestions would help. And that was 101. Anyhow, if my brother's watching, he says I say like a lot. But anyhow, good night. Much love to you guys.